the Chef, and I'm back with another dinner and discussion. But before I go on, I just want to say that in my last video, I was cursing entirely too much. So going along, I'm gonna leave all that cursing out. Let's get into it. Today, I'm gonna make a baked potato with shrimp scampi, broccoli, and cheddar cheese. You might have seen it on my Instagram page. You see that? Crazy. I'm gonna teach you how to make that. It's an easy recipe, and this video is not gonna be too long. On my first video, I think I kind of overstepped and I made it like an hour and 7 minutes. I'm not gonna do that today. The discussion today is gonna be a good one for me. I kind of want to do this on my first one, but I wanted my first video to be kind of lengthy, and then I break it down a little bit more once I start making more videos, make it a little bit shorter. I'm talking about growing up black and growing up with a black mom. But before I go on, you know I can't cook in this shirt. I gotta throw in the apron. You already know the vibe, man. Throw the Chef. Let's go. Before we get into the ingredients, I just want y'all to peep the apron. Just peep the greatness. Your opinion was it in the recipe. Greatest apron ever. But now you're about to get into the ingredients, and like I said, I'm gonna make this video short and sweet. Not too long. It's not gonna be an hour. Short and sweet. This meal is really quick. It's probably like the best thing I ever created. I never seen nobody do nothing like this. Never, ever, ever, ever. Let's get into it. Now, the ingredients is kind of like the same thing from the Baked Ziti. If you didn't check out that first video, make sure you go check that and see how you make the best Baked Ziti ever. But we're gonna jump right into it. Baked potato, you gotta get 2 loose potatoes. Don't get the potatoes in the bag, because the potatoes in the bag is not that big. Some of them are too small, and you wanna get a big potato because you're gonna top it with broccoli, shrimp, and cheddar cheese. So you kinda wanna have a bigger potato because it's a meal. That's like one meal. You don't need anything extra with it. 2 potatoes, that's it, right? Garlic powder. Like I said before, what's a meal without garlic? Ask yourself that. Lori seasoning salt. A key, yo. Come on. Switched it up. Use a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. You know I love the basil. Basil leaves. Major key. A whole onion. And for this, I'm gonna use a whole garlic just for the shrimp scampi, just to give it that good flavor, right? And I got my shrimps over there defrosting in some cold water. Devein your shrimps, please, because I don't like when people don't devein the shrimps. They just peel them and that's it. I don't like that. That's not good. Devein your shrimps. Don't cook with dirty shrimps. That's nasty. And another key is you want to go to Chinatown and get your seafood, because I live in the Bronx, so tiger shrimp is what I use for this, because you want to get the bigger shrimp, because once you cook them down, they become small. So if you get the small shrimps, it's gonna be like you don't really got no shrimps in there. So Chinatown is a key. I know right now the coronavirus is going down, but you don't gotta do it now. But hit up Chinatown in the long run and you'll see. Up here, tiger shrimp is like $15 a pound. Not doing that. Chinatown is $7 a pound. 7. So you cut in half. So you get 1 pound for $15 up here in New York. You go to Chinatown, you get 2 for the price of 1. And it's always about a sale. Make sure you get that good sale, okay? Get that sale. Before you go cutting anything, you want to put your potato in some cold water and boil it and let that cook first while you're doing that. Me personally, I'm a timed cook. People might think that's bougie, but I like to do things on the time. So once the potato is boiling, I have something already ready. I just want it to just flow good. And when you time yourself good, everything flows better. The kitchen is clean. You don't got to worry about nothing. So before I devein the shrimps, cut up the whole garlic, cut up the onion, cut the broccoli. I got the broccoli in the fridge. I'm going to show y'all all of that, right? Just make sure you boil that potato first. Put my potato to boil. Now I got my onion and my garlic diced up fine, right? My shrimps is deveined. And I got my broccoli ready. What you want to do is you want to grab a small pot and just coat the bottom with a little bit of olive oil. I haven't seasoned my shrimps yet, but I just want to get the onion and garlic cooked a little bit. So I'm gonna turn this on a low fire. Okay, so I let the olive oil heat up a little bit. I've added the onion and the garlic into it. Now what you wanna do is just like a simple stir. Just let it get hot. All right? This is before you add the shrimps. Don't add the shrimps yet. Just cook the onion and garlic together for a little bit. I say about 2 minutes, right? Cause you wanna have that flavor. You already know that, right? Now you just wanna take like a little piece of butter, and add that in there and mix it around. Just until the butter is melted. Once the butter is melted and it's finished melting, you add your shrimps. Easy, I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna keep y'all here for too long. It's quick and easy, I'm telling you. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe even 30 tops. That's it. Now you just stir. Make sure you get all the onion and all the garlic on some part of the shrimps. Right? My baked potato probably got like 5 more minutes to boil. I preheated my oven on 400. I've covered the shrimps. Let that cook down for about 10 minutes before you even touch it. You want to cook the shrimps and make sure you're not eating anything raw. Now, let's get into the broccoli. So you season mostly everything the same. Little Lorry's. Like, see me, I have the eye for seasoning, and I don't really like, not that I don't know how to season, but I just know when it's enough seasoning. So, take it. And I don't got to move it around yet. I just take it. Lorry's. Garlic. Right? And obey. You don't gotta add too much obey. Just a hint. When it's the whole answer, not really a hint. And now, I'm sorry. I've added like a little bit of water, like this much of water to the bottom of the pot, just to give it, for it to steam and for it to boil so it can cook fast. Now, like I said before, use your hand. Don't be scared to use your hand. As long as they clean, you can use your hand. Nothing wrong with it. And just to be safe, I'm adding like a little bit of more Lorry's on top. Finito. The baked potato been cooking for like 35 minutes. Now it's ready to just finish in the oven. Wrap it up with some good aluminum foil. It should look like this. Wait and see, I'm telling you. This gotta be the greatest creation I ever made in the kitchen. Greatest. The shrimp's been cooking for like 15 minutes. They're ready already. You don't gotta keep continuing cooking them, because if you do, the shrimp's gonna go from big to really, really small. You don't want them that small because it defeats the purpose and it just don't look right. I don't like that. 15 minutes, shrimps is done. Now I'm just waiting on the broccoli to get ready. And I'm gonna show you how it look. I'm telling you, I really go crazy in the kitchen. This episode 2. Episode 3, I'll probably do like a little face-off with my friends, because like I said before, they've been talking crazy. And we gonna have to get into it. I'm telling you, we gonna get into it, and it's gonna be crazy. That's probably gonna be the best episode, because I don't even think I wanna have a discussion, because the discussion is gonna be there when I'm cooking. I'm gonna kill them. I said I'm not cursing no more, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but it's gonna go down, all right? So everything is finished. The baked potato finished baking. The shrimps is done. The broccoli is already steamed. Now it's time for you to make the baked potato and put everything on it. It's gonna be like a loaded baked potato with shrimp, scampi, broccoli, and cheddar cheese. The best, I'm telling you, I do this. You already know. So what you wanna do is, with the baked potato, you wanna make the baked potato like how you make a baked potato. You wanna split it open, cut it into 4, not really 4, but just make that slit, press it down, and just peel the skin off. And make it like you're making a regular baked potato. You put a little butter on it, add salt, everything to your liking. Me personally, I like to use butter, salt, and a little bit of pepper. Not too much butter, because I like to add the shrimp scampi sauce on top of the baked potato. That's the best way. And then you just layer it to your liking. Me personally, I like to put the broccoli first. So once you make the baked potato, you add the broccoli to it. Then after that, you put the shrimps on top. And after that, you just put the cheddar cheese, and I already got it in the oven. I'm gonna show you how it look after. After you make this, you're gonna be like, nah, you ready to go. You already know, man. Follow me on Instagram at Dinner and Discussion. On Twitter, I'm not really active on Twitter. I really gotta get active on Twitter. You can follow me at Dinner and DIS, because they ain't really let me put the whole discussion on there, right? So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how it looks. And when you see that, you tell me how it looks. You tell me. So I finished cooking. I showed you how it looked last time. I didn't show my plate in the other video. This time I did. And you already know, man, I go crazy in the kitchen. I already said that. I'm about to devour the food because in my last video I was talking while I'm eating. That's no type of etiquette, no type of class. So I'm gonna eat, clean the kitchen, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna have that conversation. Growing up black and growing up with a black mother. Deron the chef. You know the vibes, man. Growing up black. This is a subject that I could look back and laugh at it now, because even though my mother won't admit that she used to tear me up with the belt, I don't believe it. I remember them stories vividly. You remember looking at the whelps like you touch it like, or you wanted to run away? Yeah, I remember one time, a teacher had called my mom in the middle of the day while she was at work and said I was being disrespectful. I probably was, because growing up, I had a smart mouth and I was talking back to anybody. And then when they said, oh, I'm gonna call your mother, I don't care, call my mother, she ain't gonna do nothing. Knowing damn well if they call my mother's gonna tear me up. And I probably was in like 6th grade, the teacher had called. And my mother came to school. When I say she got there in 30 minutes, my mother probably worked like 45 minutes away. She got there in 30. So she cut the trip short to come to school to come check me. And she came to the classroom, I seen her. As soon as I seen her, I got shook like, oh, I already know what time it was. And she do this. Or like the black mother thing, like they gonna black your eyes and bust your lip. It was that kind of vibe. So I'm like, it ain't really nothing. So when she was like, get your stuff, we going home. So I'm like, why we going home for? She was like, you already know why we going home. The teacher called me. I was like, damn, I'm about to get beat. And it was so bad. I was acting so nonchalant, because you know in school, you can't fold. You cannot fold in school, because if you come back to school tomorrow and they saw that you folded the day before that, they was gonna teach you like, oh, you a punk, your mother beat you. You know, I'm like, I don't know, let's go home then. I'm getting my stuff, putting it on. We got to the hallway by the door, and then the dean, and this was my man's, the dean came and was like, nah, just take him home and beat him. I'm like, bro, you really gonna let, wow. So back in the day, ACS really wasn't like what they call it now. I don't even know what they call it now, but it was not that. The teacher was letting my mother take me home and beat me, and he knew it, I was going home to get beat. I got in the hallway, my mother slapped me up, and she was like, when you get home, it's over, and she left. So I'm in school, I'm timid now, like, all right, let me do all my work. I ain't say nothing to nobody, I already knew. And I say that to say, back in the day, I was really getting beat with the belt. Not all the time and not for nothing. My mother wasn't just coming home and just beating me. But when I did something, my mother was tearing me up. And now I see people like, oh, you can't hit your kid with the belt. That means you don't love them, or you're not showing them no love. You gotta talk to them. But now if you look at these little kids growing up now, these kids are disrespectful. They'll disrespect you, your mother, your grandmother, and have no remorse for it. You know, like they'll tell your parents anything, your grandmother anything, your aunt, they'll say anything nowadays. And I grew up with respect, because I knew I had to have respect. Let an adult come to my mother and say Deron was disrespectful in the street. My mother was tearing me up, and I knew that, so I always wanted to have that respect. You remember your mother used to beat you with the belt, and then you have the whelps on your arm, and she always said, if you go to school and tell them that I beat you, you know, like ACS come and you going with them, like, I ain't care, like you beat me, nope, I don't even care. It was that kind of time, and some people is against getting beat, and I don't really say getting beat, I think it's discipline, because when you discipline your kids grow up to know. You gotta respect your elders, you gotta be respectful, and respect is earned, not given. That's something that I'm big on now. Like, I don't go around being disrespectful to people. You gotta do something to me first for me to come out my mouth, especially to an elder. And I'm 26 now, but I'm not gonna be rude to no elderly lady unless they say something to me, and I probably still wouldn't be rude, because I got a grandmother and I got a mother. I won't want nobody to disrespect my mother like that, you know? So, getting beat with a belt or getting disciplined, that's not abuse. Some people, you probably be mad at me for saying that, but getting beat with a belt is not abuse. You know, like, it's not abuse. Growing up with a black mom was crazy, especially if your mother was big on school, and it was school night, and she ain't missing school night not once. Like, yo, mom, you don't even gotta go to this school night. You already know what they gonna say. No, because they tell me anything crazy, you're not getting none for Christmas. And you knew, once that market period before Christmas, you had to have good grades. But me, I hated English, and I hated social studies and stuff like that. Like living environment, science, math, I always did good, but it was always English, because like that never caught my attention. But math or like living environment, stuff like that, I was on it. And my mother went to every single parent teacher conference, even before the summer. Let these teachers tell me something. Your summer is over. You're not getting nothing. Your birthday, nothing. Christmas, nothing. And it was big on that, and it was dead serious too. I remember a couple Christmases when I did bad that marking period. My mother didn't give me nothing. Nothing that I wanted, rather. She just gave me socks, boxes, thermal pants and shirts, and probably like a jacket or something like that, stuff that I needed. She never got me none that I wanted when I did bad in school. So I knew, like, I know this is the market period before Christmas. Let me do good. This is the market period before the summer, and I want to go out. I want to like get a little pocket change, stuff like that. I knew I had to be good, because my mother, she was not having it. She was not having it. Like, she was big on school. She told me if I didn't graduate high school, she was gonna kill me. Like, kill me because I didn't graduate high school. Even though that was always in the back of my mind, I didn't really think she was gonna kill me, but like that just gave me the drive. Like, you know, like my mother really wanted to see me graduate high school, and I did it. I did it in 4 years. Some people would take them forever to graduate high school. I did it in 4 years because my mother, she did not play with school. That was something that she was big on: school and respect. Those are the two main things that she was big on: school and respect. And those two things I had because I wasn't trying to get beat. I remember one day it was a blackout. This was probably like the famous, I keep talking about beating, but like if you had a black mom, you know she tore you up. And it was a blackout. And you know, manhunt back in the day, that was something big. So the building across the street from me, it was a blackout there too. I think that building got like 12 floors, and it's a big building, like 5 different staircases. It's a big building, and it was a blackout. And she couldn't find me. So I'm in the building chilling, playing manhunt. They're like, yo, Deron, your mother looking for you. I'm like, looking for me. So I come out thinking it's all peachy creamy. I come outside, my mother's sweating and she crying. When I say she tore me up in front of all of my friends and all the adults in the building, tore me up. I was so embarrassed, but it's a summer night. You not about to stay in the crib on the blackout. No AC, none, and everybody outside. I took that L. When I came back outside, nobody was really talking about it, but I know everybody laughed at me, and I was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, damn. She's like, don't you ever leave. I was like, oh man, I'm getting beat in front of all these people. That was the worst. You did not want to get beat in front of all those people. If you're gonna beat me in the house. Do not beat me outside. Do not hit me outside, because that's embarrassing. Because you know, the older adults like, Deron, you doing that? I'm gonna tell your mother, you know she gonna beat you. And that was their famous thing, like, oh, Deron, what you doing? Oh, let me call your mother. Like, come on, y'all don't even gotta do all that. Yo, you know, it's one thing I never understood my mother used to say. She was like, you better stop all that crying before I give you something to cry for. Ma, you just made me cry. How you gonna give me something to cry for when you already did it? Or she'd be like, a hard hand make a soft ass. I'm not one of your little friends. And you're like, what? Yeah, you definitely not my little friend. Because if you was my little friend, I would have been beat you up. That's what I always thought of my mom. Either she did something to me, you know how your mother do something to you, and then she turned around, you stick up your middle finger. I was big on that. I mumble mad stuff under my breath, like, yo, I can't hate her, yo. I swear to God, I hate her, yo. I hate her. All beating aside, the worst thing might have been when your parent called you to the room talking about, oh, it's an emergency, come quick. You get to the room like, what happened, Mom? Oh, pass me that remote. You for real, Mom? Pass you the remote? And it's right there in their arm's reach. They could have just got it. They were just being lazy. They didn't want to get it. But they think because they had little kids or kids that they could just use us. Yeah, our parents, they used to use us back in the day. And before I go, I just got to say this. Your opinion wasn't in the recipe.